children. Now we're going to have a little music. Like old times. Like old times.
Alright, let's talk about Red vs. Blue. For many, it used to stand as a good Halo machinima for many reasons. It made people want to try the machinima format and create something just like Rooster Teeth had done in order to gain viewers, make money, or simply wanted to produce content out of their own time. Over time, Red vs. Blue became something more than a machinima, a series, in a matter of fact. It had more budget than ever before, and thus, its creators implemented animation and other effects that would change Red vs. Blue forever. Today, Rooster Teeth has given up on the series as a whole, and Red vs. Blue took a new direction after Season 13, thus ending the main story, as we all know and love, with Season 14 being a mixed bag for others. As Season 15, 16, and 17 were finally released, it had become something different, cheap, and lazy. For a company that makes millions, you would figure that Red vs. Blue would evolve beyond bland fight scenes, character development, and bad layering. Just look at it. It's god-awful. Just compare these shots from Red vs. Blue and what the Halo Machinima community has to offer. It's pretty embarrassing what these gifted creators can do what a big company can't. Let's get back on track with this video. My name is Forrest, and today we will be reviewing Red vs. Blue Season 15, Episode 1. As the first episode begins, it already feels overdramatic. Innocent people died in the hands of doppelganger Reds and Blues. The reason we know this? Because it's so obvious. If you can't tell already, you're basically a moron. So according to a freelance journalist, Dylan Andrews, our main protagonist, until the Reds and Blues show up later on in the season, but main protagonist for now, has informed us, the audience, that from the huge gap of Season 13 and 15, that the Reds and Blues have been attacking random UNSC supply depots for some reason. We yet do not know. Maybe, possibly. But in all seriousness, that animation looks freaking good so far. So far. Then, like not even minutes later, Dylan tries to convince a guard that she's part of a bomb squad in order to pass him. It works, and so does the humor in the scene. Too bad she's not around later on, and the humor is washed down by the stupidity from the Reds and Blues. I actually thought she was a good character, and the future seasons would be about her investigations with the Reds and Blues. Unfortunately, this season was rushed, and the story of this season actually ended in a season rather than a couple of seasons. Dylan Andrews and her cameraman continue on the report of finding out what the Reds and Blues are going to do next, and we get this ugly shot of this helmet that is not even blended in correctly. Seriously, CC toner anyone? Dylan gets caught, then released because of her boss. Then we get a, "I want to get to the bottom of this case" cliche, and a Ruby reference.
A story about those monster fighting sexy teenagers. Yeah, my kids love those nudniks.
Oh dear God. I'm not kidding either. I guess Ruby was so bad that they had to promote it on an episode of Red vs. Blue. The episode ends when Dylan arrives on Blood Gulch in Halo 5. I wonder what other nostalgia Easter eggs this season has to offer, because at this point, it's fan service. This episode wasn't boring or bad. It took itself too seriously, but it managed to keep me entertained enough to want more from the second episode. How bad can the rest of Season 15 be?